Hello and welcome to the place you meet your better self, that is, better you. Hey, are you a keen photographer? You like to click some awesome photos with your camera and impress your friends? Then I got all the secrets of photography revealed for you. Here are some awesome tips and tricks with photography that will make your photography skills improve to a professional level. Watch the video till the end and don't skip or you might miss something important for you. So, welcome to the photographical journey. Hold tight and let's start. Are you ready? Photography is an art to store your best memory of a vast area in a short frame. We all more or less have a camera device with us in today's life, and everyone tries to show their unique assets of photos in social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and all. One thing we all face while capturing a photo is selecting objects and placing them inside a frame properly so that we can highlight the thing we need to show the world. See, if you were given the best graphics device and you have no idea to apply the objects, you will be a complete failure. As Einstein once said, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Everybody is a genius. If you have interest in something, you are definitely gonna master it. As you have come to this video, I am sure you are interested in photography damn too much. And I can assure you that till the end of this video, you are going to be an expert. You just need to practice on your own. When you are clicking a photo, there may be only 7 things that you can capture, like a line that may be straight or bent once, some shapes, some forms, some textures, some patterns, or some color compositions, or space. With these basic elements, you have to organize your picture frame, and organizing them is the part where you need to learn a lot of things. But don't be scared, my friend, it's not that tough. Find your focus. Remember, in the schools, teacher told you over and over that having focus is very important. A key element to any good composition is a strong focal point, as it helps viewers' sight naturally settle on the object in the photo first. Basically, photography is all about drawing focus of the viewers. We will discuss how it is done in depth later on. Step 2 is lead the eyes of viewers in a line of your choice. Just like we point at something when we try to show people something, in photography, most attractive or colorful things comes in a viewer's concern first. Like this, organizing your objects in such a way that viewers' eyes goes round the picture in a direction you want them to go. Such pictures are not just a piece of photo, but it turns into a story itself. Step 3. Organizing objects according to their priorities and scaling them. It is a little tricky thing to follow in photography, as you cannot drag and place your object according to how you want them to place in the frame and scale. You have to wait for a perfect moment to bring them in a single frame in an order you wish them to be. For this, you can learn from many photography available in the internet or newspapers. Step 4. Balancing the objects. Here comes your lighting sense. Moreover, there are many lighting modes available in modern cameras. With those, you never have to worry about your click for getting wasted. But if you want to be a professional, you can't depend on only auto modes available for you. You need to have a good knowledge of aperture and shutter releasing speed and ISO also. Well, I can make an explain video on that too. Let me know in the comment section. Do you want a video on mechanics of DSLR? Step 5. Selecting objects. In order to make a good composition, you need to select your objects you want to keep inside your frame wisely. There are some basic rules for selecting objects. The area they should cover in the frame or the position they are better to be put in the frame. Like for landscape, it is best to keep sky 1/3 of the frame if it's clear, and you may give half of the frame as the sky portion if there are some well-defined clouds in. Curvature of a road or a top view of a spiral roads are better objects to select rather than selecting a straight road. Step 6. White balance. Back in 2010 or earlier, there were cameras not alike today's advanced DSLRs. Those used to be auto SLR or manual SLR cameras for professional photography purposes. There were not so many color options like modern DSLRs like daylight mode, fluorescent mode, cloudy mode, nightlight mode, and many more. These modes gives photography a dramatic look by enhancing or reducing elements of RGB. Back then, I saw photographers using filter protectors in the end of the camera lenses of different colors separately or combined for giving such looks as we do in the modern cameras with white balance option. Those filters were also available in red, green and blue variant. Application of white balance is very easy this time. But with auto or manual SLR, it was fun and a great satisfaction. Feeling jealous, right? You guys who have experienced that mechanical shutter releasing sound are damn too lucky. And I guess you are now falling in love with your camera, right? It can do a lot more. You just need to command it in a right way. Step 7. And the final thing you need to know in order to make your photography a professional one is the rule of thirds. It is a process to divide your camera screen into several parts in linear sections or radial sections and focus your chosen object placing in the square or the point where you feel it is best fit. Generally, for portrait photos, it is better to keep your object and the focus point on a diagonal and within the upper square. Hope this video was helpful to you. Smash the like button if it was and share with your friends. Let us know in the comment section how you enjoyed the video and don't forget to subscribe. The better you.